Attorney David Scarpone. Citizens Banking Company. Rick Rowland and Dan Daly, your local nationwide insurance agents. Physical Therapy Associates. High Tash Tractor Sales. And Advanced Financial Savings Bank.
Schwartz Home's answer is yes, you can.
WTOV9's Game of the Week coverage brought to you in part by Steel Valley Sports Medicine, Keister Implement Company, Danoon Lumber, your local Ford dealer, Kroger, Attorney David Scarpone, Citizens Banking Company, Rick Rowland, Nationwide Insurance, Dan Daly, Nationwide Insurance, Physical Therapy Associates, High Tash Tractor Sales, and Advanced Financial Savings Bank.
WTOV9 is proud to present the OVAC High School Football Game of the Week.
From Richmond, home of the Edison Wildcats, it's the WTOV9 High School Game of the Week as Edison hosts Indian Creek. Hello again, everybody. This is George Kellis, along with my good friend, Coach Rich Walensky, who also happens to be the principal here at Edison High School. How strange does it seem to be working this game and sort of having to keep an eye on things out of the corner of your eye?
Well, I have a good support staff here at Edison, George, so they're all on duty tonight. Our assistant principal, our athletic directors, both our assistant and our head athletic director and our faculty manager. So we're in pretty good shape, which frees me up a little bit to do an objective call of this particular game.
And we know you will do just that, as will this young lady who is a terrific athlete in her own right. This is Breanne Bendel. And I understand your debut went so well a couple of weeks ago that they have brought you back for an encore.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun before, and I'm ready to do it again.
And that's exactly what we're going to do. Edison and IC will be back with the kickoff right after these messages.
I enjoyed it here. YSU helped me realize my goal. We were encouraged to do a lot of hands-on stuff, and we got personal attention. Youngstown State gave me a great start. You may want to study the stars, or teach, or write music, or be an engineer, or make a career in business. To accomplish your goal, you need a solid education. YSU can give you that.
Launch your career at YSU. Call 1-800-336-9YSU.
We say yes, yes we can. It's a simple word that everyone understands. We say yes every day. It's a three-letter.
Hi, I'm Steve Gallardi, President of Advanced Financial Savings Bank.
And I'm Mark DeSantis, Vice President and Branch Manager.
We are pleased to announce the location of our new branch.
Look forward to us in spring 1998 in Wintersville, Ohio.
We are expanding to serve our community better.
At Advanced Financial Savings Bank, we say yes to you.
My name's Dot Brooks. I live in Cranberry Township with my family. Where I live is very hilly, windy roads. The Taurus really seems to hug the road and really stays with the road, and I don't feel any slipping and sliding.
During Ford Family Days, get up to $2,000 cash back on the 97 Taurus, which Automobile Magazine reports just may be the best family car ever made. Hurry to Ford Family Days.
I think that I got a really good value for my money with the Ford.
See why the switch is on at your neighborhood Ford dealer.
The Hillsborough Tavern, McLister Avenue, Mingo. Stop in before or after the ball game. Famous fish every day. Daily luncheon and dinner specials.
The Frank & Son Auto Body, our unibody repair specialist, collision specialist. We have oven-baked paint room, precision color matching, and we have quality work at reasonable prices.
Treat that special person to their very own picture cake. Perfect for any occasion. It's sweet art, and it's only at Gus's Goodies.
The Indian Creek Redskins coming in tonight with a record of 7-0 against the Edison Wildcats. And Coach Walensky, a pretty hard luck 2-5, really.
Well, I'll tell you, George, they've been a hard luck team. Last week against East Liverpool, as you recall, scored tied late in the game. They go for the win on the last play of the game. East Liverpool intercepts and goes the distance for the winning touchdown. But, this is a young team. Their future is ahead of them. But they've done some good things. If they can put a whole ball game together, mistake-free, and not give up the big play, they could be in this ball game against a very, very good, explosive Indian Creek High School football team.
Well, apparently Edison has won the coin toss, and there you see Slingin' Sam, one of the wonder kinds of coaching.
But Sam has done a great job at Indian Creek over the last couple of years. Had a lot of success. His teams have been in the playoffs last year and are threatening to be there again this year. And Edison, of course, here tonight trying to knock him out of that possibility.
You see the deep people there for Edison. Edison obviously wearing, as these two teams are the difference between black and white tonight, Edison wearing all black with the silver helmets, and Indian Creek wearing all white. There won't be any trouble distinguishing between the two teams here.
It's like playing shirts and skins, right?
I wouldn't want to be skins tonight. It's a little nippy. First time this year we've really felt the air, and there is Greggy Bain. And there's a guy who coached with you and a guy for whom I know you have the utmost respect.
Greatest respect in the world for Greg, not only as a coach, but as a human being, a teacher, a supervisor. I tell you, he's the whole package.
Here's the kick.
Josh Meyer.
And the return out near the 30-yard line where Edison will put it in play. And I think it's fair to say that what they want to do is establish some kind of ball control right here.
I think so, George. They've had a strong running game over the course of this year. Bill Leak, one of the leading rushers in the Valley. Buck Banofsky also, fullback, a good blocker, and starting to come into his own in the last couple of weeks as a pretty good inside runner as well. So those are the two guys to watch for Edison.
There you see the interior front, Potrajack, Crow, Smith, Van Dyne, and Grimm. We'll elaborate more on the skill people. And there is an offside against Indian Creek, which is going to shorten up the distance and make it a 1st and 5.
I'll tell you, it's a lot easier to make 5 yards on 3 downs than it is to make 10 yards on 3 downs. And it's a very emotional game, and we're going to see some of these little penalties, I think, right at the beginning, George, until everybody gets settled down a little bit and into the ball game.
4-man front, Boyack, Heath, Jarman, and Morgan. Hammock, Donzilla, Taliani, and Gould. Vanderborn, Stacy, and Gosney in the secondary. The inside handoff, I think that is the big fellow, Banofsky, the up-back. And Banofsky is having himself a pretty doggone good senior year here with a 1-2 punch of Banofsky and Leak being one of the formidable duos of its kind in the Ohio Valley this year as far as running backs go.
I'll tell you, George, he's coming off of an injury. We thought he had an ACL, but it turned out that he had a broken right at the tip of the tibia, which is one of the bones in the lower part of the leg. It was fractured, and he missed a couple games in the middle of the season. I think he had it broken in the Belair game, and missed the next game and then came back for the following game. So he's starting to come into his own, starting to be close to 100% now, so he'll do a good job.
He got the first down out to the 38-yard line as Edison lines up in the I formation. This time it's Leak, the second man, trying to work the right side. It is not easy to establish the run against Indian Creek. As Quincy Wilson and the Weir High Red Riders found out last week, Indian Creek shut the whole thing down, and it's pretty hard to shut down Quincy Wilson.
Yes, it sure is. And of course, Indian Creek is going to crowd the line of scrimmage against Edison. Stevie Moore, who is the starting quarterback for Edison, is only a sophomore. He's throwing the ball at better than a 50% clip, but he's thrown 8 interceptions over the course of the year, so they will almost dare him to throw the football. You can see right now, George, they have 9 guys almost in the box right there.
Leak. Nice job by Billy Leak. And he'll get about 8 yards before he is turned back by the Redskin defenders. Billy Leak, who came into this game with 869 yards rushing and obviously needs 131 to reach the 1,000 mark.
There's a little delayed draw, and Billy Leak finds a little bit of running room. Good job by that offensive line. He's able to get into the secondary, and that's where he runs in to those big secondary people, along with number 44, Dave Boyack, who is a very, very aggressive, as you can see, defensive linebacker for Indian Creek.
There's going to be a measurement here. He might have gotten more yardage than I had initially thought.
Going to be a little bit short.
Strong 9. So Edison has come out here and done some good things. You don't want a 3 and out if you're looking at it from their perspective. They don't want too many 3 and outs against this club.
That's right. On the offensive side, I think what Edison has to do, George, is they have to take the ball and keep it for long periods of time. Try to keep it away from Indian Creek as much as they can. And then on defense, don't give up the big play. Make Indian Creek drive the length of the field.
Indian Creek's first unit defense has yielded only 7 touchdowns in 7 football games. Quarterbacks sneaked by more.
And there was a fumble on the quarterback center exchange, and I think they may have lost some yards. And this is going to put them in a 4th and about half-yard situation. So right now, Coach Bain has a big decision early in the ball game whether to go for it or whether to kick it away near the 50. They're going to go for it.
What do they got to lose, really?
Nothing. It's a good call.
And they only need about 2 feet for the first down, and I'm sure the message he's sending here is that, look, we've got to be able to get this much, or we're not going to be able to deal with this club.
Absolutely. So this is the challenge. The gauntlet is being thrown down right here. Edison's offense against Indian Creek's defense, 4th and less than a yard.
And you can see the Creek sending everything. Banofsky lowers his head. I think he has a first down at midfield.
Got to the 50, so I think he's got the first down.
Quick acceleration into a very small opening for Buck Banofsky. He is mighty quick. Ivan Morgan on the tackle.
Big defensive lineman in there for Indian Creek. Indian Creek has 4 big down linemen, 4 very mobile linebackers, and a big, strong secondary.
Well, they're working the inside with some success right here, and they're going to get about 6 right away. So it's Banofsky working behind an aggressive interior line, which has done a pretty good job on this possession. They haven't gone very far, but they possessed the football.
This is all just straight blocking, and the offensive line for Edison really coming off the ball and knocking that defensive line back a little bit right now. It's a gain of about 7, so it's going to bring up 2nd and 3.
There are the Edison Wildcat cheerleaders, a lovely bunch of young ladies. Well, they're really firing right out with the guard, the 2 guards in the center just firing right up in there. And Banofsky is cranking out some tough yardage right here and close to another first down.
And I'll tell you, George, they're running right into the teeth of that defense. That's, they're outnumbered in there 4-3. They've got 2 down linemen, 2 inside linebackers. And, the offensive line for Edison doing a pretty good job right now.
Did you notice right there, too, is that 3 Indian Creek players were in the backfield, but the right people got blocked. Right. In other words, they overran everything as the blocking on the inside was very crisp.
Correct.
3rd down and about a foot. That's a first down.
But over the line, he'll have it.
Inside the 40 of Indian Creek. So they've worked off nearly 5 minutes of the first period clock and kept the ball out of the hands of the Indian Creek offense. And that's the one thing that can throw a team out of sync, is if their offense is cooling its heels and concerning itself with other things, they can't get into a rhythm.
You're absolutely right, George. And this is exactly the type of
of offense that Coach Bain and his staff wants to see out of their kids is just to take the ball in 4 and 5 and 6 yards on each down and try not to put it up unless they absolutely have to.
And this is an Indian Creek defense which returned 9 starters from last year's playoff edition. Second man trying to work the right side is Leak, and he is bear hugged for a loss on the play. David Boyuk, who is one dandy football player.
I tell you, he came from his inside linebacker spot, came on a little stunt inside, and was able to catch Billy Leak from behind. Here it is right here from ground level. Pretty good blocking at the point of attack, but nobody picks up that linebacker, and Boyuk comes free, makes a short tackle for a loss of about 3, so it's going to be 2nd and 13. And this is a situation that Edison does not want to be in. 2nd and long and 3rd and long.
6'1", 230-pounder, and there you see Boyuk.
And he's a dandy. He's a good one.
The pass is caught by the tight end down to the 30-yard line. It'll be very close to another first down, and the reception is made by Anthony Alogia.
Little quick pop pass fake to Bonoski over the left side, brings that linebacker in. And right there you can see Alogia comes off the line virtually free and is able to get it upfield for a close to a first down. Tackle made by Jason Taliani, inside linebacker.
Now, Moore would be regarded as the leader of a very promising sophomore group that had a great deal of success as freshmen last year.
That's very true. And, he stepped in right from the beginning, and that's who they decided was going to be their starting quarterback.
The ball carrier is Bonovsky, and he has met by some pretty stiff opposition right here.
He's going to be short. He's going to have about a half a yard to go, George. He just made it to the 30, and there's no doubt that Coach Bain will go for it again on 4th and very short yardage.
A lot of quick hitters right here, too. I mean, they are lining up, snapping the football, and trying to make things happen quickly before Indian Creek can start to get groups of people around the football.
By the time they ran right at number 88, Nick Lamatrice, and he was up to the task.
Here is Edison on 4th and short. Leak, the tailback, has a first down to the 26. Good crisp blocking inside the tackles once again. And there are, oh my goodness, either Halloween's early or that bunch is a bunch of crazies that, oh, we're going to have to put them on tonight.
There it is right here. Doubled down. Good kick-out block right there by Bonoski. Excellent block. That was the block that really sprung Billy Leak. He was able to cut behind Bonoski's block and get it upfield for a first down at about the 26-yard line of Indian Creek.
Edison has had the ball for nearly 8 minutes. Here's the pitch to Leak. Leak with a cutback. Leak has first down yardage. He's going to score! I think a lot of people were expecting a rump kicking in this game, and I just had one of those funny feelings coming in that this might not be as easy as a lot of people thought.
Okay, a pitch sweep to the tight end. Good block again by Bonoski. Some nice moves in the secondary by Billy Leak, and then he uses his speed to get into the corner of the end zone for a touchdown.
Indian Creek had some problems with another team that's only got 2 wins in this county, and that's Buckeye Local, coached by another guy named Bain, as the kick is no good. And that would be an indication that perhaps the Bain brothers had a little chat this week.
That's very possible. They may have, been speaking over some of Mom's pot roast, last Sunday afternoon.
6-0 Edison. We'll be right back.
From WTOV TV, this is News 9 now.
Hi, I'm Donna Irvin, and here's what's making news this hour. Parents get educated on how to protect their children. Now, Mark Klass's daughter was kidnapped and murdered by a stranger, and now he travels across the country to protect other children. He will be holding a seminar on fingerprinting today in Wheeling. Now, we'll tell you how to better protect your child tonight at 6. We'll have more news later.
The Broadway Grill in Steubenville is a casual dining eatery, serving lunches, dinners, and desserts, all in a unique artistic atmosphere. Chef Stephen Piscardo has 7 years experience and enjoys the fine art of cooking. Off the beaten path, only 2 blocks from Sunset Boulevard. The Broadway Grill, 2004 Oregon Avenue, Steubenville, for the best atmosphere in town.
Owning a home can provide more than just security for your family. It can send you here or get you there in one of these. All you have to do is talk to Citizens about a personally designed home equity loan. You'll soon discover that the easiest way to get from here to there is to go right back where you started, your home. The Citizens Banking Company, not your ordinary bank.
Don't talk about it. Do it. Check out Tech. Tech Prep.
Reset the home for you and you. And you.
If you have a taste for delicious Italian cuisine, stop by the Peppino's Italian Restaurant in Wintersville. Good luck area teams this season from your friends at the Peppino's.
Good luck, area teams. Stop by and visit us at the Quattrone Agency for all of your insurance needs. Auto, home, life, health, business, and investments.
Welcome back to the game of the week. It's 6-0 Edison over top of Indian Creek on the Super Cup 9000 scoreboard. I'm here. This is Brian Bendel. I'm in the student section. Winning predictions over the game tonight. What do you think is going to happen in the game?
Well, I don't know. We've been getting fired up all week. We had Creek Week all week.
And it was Creek Week this week. Tell me a little bit about it.
Creek Week was just an all-week activities. We had a different activity every week, and we got fired up, and we followed up with a big pep rally today.
Back to you, Bill.
All right, that's Bill, George. Phillips and I do look a lot alike. Here's the return, and Indian Creek's going to be in pretty good shape out at the 37-yard line. And before the game, I talked to Sam Fornsaglio, and I asked him what he thought of Quincy Wilson last week, who's obviously a great one. And he said, I'll be honest with you, he said, I'm more concerned about Leak. He said, now, we're not choosing up sides here. He said, obviously, Quincy Wilson's one of those guys, if you're in a pickup situation, you want him, but the types of things that Leak does apparently concerned Fornsaglio considerably as he looked at it on film this week, and with good reason.
He's very elusive and can run with a little bit of power, too.
All right, now here is the Redskin offense, and they come right out with the run and a sweep to the left side out to the 45-yard line. As they come out of the pile, we'll see who is the ball carrier. Here is the offense. Robbie Burge, Boyek will give you the 1-2 punch on either side of the ball. Jeremy Stacy and Joey Lucchino, the halfbacks, a couple of real good ones. Nick Lamatrice, Justin Gosney, a Division I prospect. Muckle, Donzilla, Yeager, Vitello, and Mack along the interior front. A wing left. And this is a big opening over the left side, and here comes the Creek for a first down all the way to the 30-yard line, and that is Joey Lucchino, who came in as the leading rusher for the Indian Creek Redskins with 731 yards on the year.
I tell you, did a great job of coming over the left side, was found a little crack and got into the secondary, made some nice moves there. Joey Lucchino.
Crow, Smith, Patrajak, and Alogia, Sutton, Hendricks, Anderson and Howell, Leak, Pullins, and Meyer. Lucchino again bounces off tacklers and gets some yardage from which there appeared to be none initially, and he is inside the Edison 30. So it is a waste of no time whatsoever here by Indian Creek to reassert themselves.
Okay, number 76, Richie Smith, does a good job of, driving his blocker into the back, but Lucchino made a nice move and was able to pick up 6 yards out of what could have been a no-gainer, so it's going to be 2nd and 4 from inside the 30.
A penalty marker is down as Lucchino again makes some moves to the outside. That would be a first down if the play stands. Lucchino proving to be quite elusive. Now we're getting a late marker after after the fact. One is a dead ball foul at the end of the play. The other is a dead ball foul before the play. Personal foul. And
went against Indian Creek.
2 dead ball fouls, a motion and a personal foul, and
they'll take the long one.
They'll take the big one, you betcha. And Sam has got to be just a bit perturbed.
One of the biggest things that Coach Ben has been concerned about all year is the tackling or the lack of good tackling on the part of his football team. And you saw it right there. Lucchino, a couple of kids had a shot at him. We're not able to bring him down. So, nevertheless, it is going to bring the ball back 15 yards, and that's going to be second down and
a bunch.
Boy, yeah.
All the way back to the 47-yard line. They need to get to the 24.
About 25, 28 yards.
The pitch to Lucchino. Lucchino is being strung sideways, and good lateral pursuit, as you saw right there by Kevin Pullins.
I tell you, that was an odd formation that Indian Creek was in that time. They had 2 wingbacks set to the right, and they both came down to the inside and tried to seal the people. But I'll tell you, right here, Kevin Pullins comes from his defensive halfback position, does a nice job, and is able to bring Lucchino down before he gained too many yards. So it's going to bring up third and about 25. Shotgun formation.
Stacy, the man in motion. Here is Burge. Burge throws complete. And that will put Edison in a bind here, as Indian Creek is going to be close to the first down. They got out of a 3rd and 23 and are going to be looking at 4th and 2, and almost invariably will take a crack at this on 4th and about 2 or 3.
I tell you, Burge does a great job here, and this is the most difficult pass for a right-hander to throw, running to his left, but he has good technique. He gets his shoulders squared up to the line of scrimmage and finds number 17 there, Jeremy Stacy, for a big gain, so it's going to bring up 4th and about 3.
Burge on the roll. Burge throws. It's a first down to the 20-yard line. And they had to go some 27 yards to get out of a deep rut. And it's a first down, Indian Creek. It's trying to respond from a 6-0 deficit.
Brian Ferrister, the defensive end, or the tight end on this side, came out and ran a short out pattern. Came underneath the wide receiver this side at Stacy. And Burge rolled out and is able to hit him on the numbers for the first down. So they have new life at about the 21st and 10. Power wing, they have 3 receivers over there real quick. See if they run that way.
They don't have anybody split very wide. Here's Lucchino, gets a kick-out block right there. Lucchino a first down. Lucchino is inside the 5-yard line.
Edison is getting outflanked on that end where they set the wing. They don't have anybody outside to contain that, George. And what they're doing is they're coming back with their wing back, cracking back inside, pulling an interior lineman. And right here, you'll be able to see Lucchino just bounces it to the outside. And there's nobody there to force the play. The halfback has to come up. That's him right here. Lucchino breaks that tackle of Josh Myers and takes it down inside the 5.
First and goal. Indian Creek at the Edison 4-yard line. Stacy is down near the goal line, but short. Well, they are not what you would call a wide-open offensive formation. In the pregame, Sam Fornsaglio turned a roster and lineup over to us, which did not include anyone listed as a flanker or split end. They're using 2 tight ends.
Sure are.
And some wing back, right. And it's not real flashy stuff. It's coming at you.
They've got Lucchino and Stacy in there, along with number 44 at the fullback spot, Boyock.
Stacy is in the end zone, standing up for a touchdown. That with 1 second to go in the quarter. So each team had 1 offensive possession in the first quarter. And right now we have a 6-6 ball game.
Here it is from ground level. It's a power eye this way, and there's, no secret. They're just coming this way, and everybody's blocking down, kicking out, and leading with the two backs and giving it to the tailback. That's Jeremy Stacy, number 17, takes it in for the score.
Now, Edison did not manage to get the point after. Indian Creek, however, does. And the Redskins take a 7-6 lead with 1 tick remaining in the first quarter. We'll be back. 7-6 Creek.
Once again, the people of the Ohio Valley voted Physical Therapy Associates best physical therapy in the area. We proudly accept the Reader's Choice Award and want to thank you for your confidence in us. When you need physical therapy, wouldn't you rather go to the best? Physical Therapy Associates. It's more than a hospital.
More than a hospital for you.
Good luck, area teams, from Rob Specialties, the place for your screen printing, embroidery, and trophy needs. Visit us at one of our 2 locations, Scioto or Wintersville.
Good luck, area teams, from Tri-State Security, the area source for burglar alarms, fire alarms, and closed-circuit television systems.
Good luck, area teams, from Water Transport, your #1 bottled water company.
It's all about knowing the facts. It's all about knowing an attorney that will fight for your rights. It's all about integrity and experience. David J. Scarpone is the attorney with the experience and qualifications to help you with your legal issues, specializing in personal injury, probate, real estate planning for the elderly, and trial litigation. For over 10 years, attorney David J. Scarpone has provided superior legal services to many local businesses and individuals. If you need an attorney, you need attorney David J. Scarpone.
WTOV9 is proud to recognize outstanding students at Indian Creek High School. This week we salute Christy Lynn Adamski, Tabitha Eschbaugh, Academic Team and Foreign Language Club, Melissa DePietro, Student Council President and Key Club President, Michelle Craig, National Honor Society and Student Council Vice President, Justin Gosney, National Honor Society and Varsity Football Captain. WTOV9 salutes all the students at Indian Creek High School.
George Kellis, Rich Walensky, and Brianne Bendel, our sideline reporter, partners in education. The young lady is, I believe, a senior, is she not, Coach?
Yes, she is.
At
That's right.
Edison, and one heck of a softball player.
Oh, wonderful player. Wonderful player. Comes from a long line of good softball players. An older sister, full scholarship at East Carolina, and was leading pitcher in that league last year.
Tonight we've got World Series baseball. The Cleveland Indians and the Florida Marlins. There you see the 7:30 start. Game 1. And what does that represent?
Well, that's a mural that was done by a very, very prominent painter here in our community. And it's a combination of all of the schools, JU and Stanton Local in the center there, and Springfield Tigers,
yep.
all merging into the Edison Wildcats.
Has the transition been a pretty smooth one in your opinion?
It has been very, very smooth. The kids have come together very, very quickly, and we have, I think, a very, very good student body, a lot of school spirit, and very, very strong academic program.
And geographically, as the size of a school district goes, this one's pretty big, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. We have about 700 kids here.
No, but I'm saying in terms of geography, it's one of the largest.
Oh, yes. We're about 215 square miles, and
I think it is the largest in the OVAC, certainly one of the largest in the state of Ohio.
It is one of the largest in the state of Ohio. That was Jimmy Coleman, by the way, number 14, returning the kick out near the 25-yard line. That will be the end of the first quarter, and score 7-6, favor of Indian Creek. and find out what Edison could do with the ball here on their second possession.
Edison and Indian Creek. It's a 7-6 ball game on the Super Doppler 9000 board, back with the second quarter.
Valera's ATVs are so rugged, so versatile. We prove that evolution favors those best suited to their environment.
Danoon Lumber Company in Bergholz, Ohio, has been providing all types of hardwood nationally and internationally for over 30 years. We offer high-grade kiln-dried lumber in oak, poplar, and cherry. This 35-day drying process is what makes for a harder, flatter surface. We also have rough-cut dimension lumber in stock for purchase. So for all your lumber needs, big or small, call Danoon Lumber Company at 768-2597. We are cut above the rest.
WTOV9's Game of the Week coverage brought to you in part by Steel Valley Sports Medicine, Keister Implement Company, Danoon Lumber, your local Ford dealer, Kroger, Attorney David Scarpone, Citizens Banking Company, Rick Rowland, Nationwide Insurance, Dan Daly, Nationwide Insurance, Physical Therapy Associates, High-Tash Tractor Sales, and Advanced Financial Savings Bank.
Dr. Peterson and staff wish all the area teams the best of luck.
For all your insurance needs, call Maracino Insurance, conveniently located at 313 Main Street in Wintersville. That's Maracino Insurance at 264-2228.
Rich Gallardi Ford, the only Ford dealer in the Ohio Valley to win the North American Customer Excellence Award, would like to remind everyone that there are no losers in scholastic sports. Good luck, area teams, from Rich Gallardi Ford.
Welcome back to the Game of the Week. It's Indian Creek over Edison, 7-6. I know, George, you're here, and to celebrate you're here, we are going to do Kelly's Crazy. Of course, here at Edison, we have a lot, but look at this. What is this?
Don't you even worry about it.
Sounds pretty crazy to me. Back up to you, George.
Jiminy Christmas. The Grim Reaper is alive and well here in Richmond. And speaking of the Grim Reaper, there's Slaying Sam, and he just might pull that hood up over his eyes if anything else goes wrong defensively right here. 7-6. Here is Edison now trailing by a point, and they'll try to reassert themselves after a good opening drive, put them in front 6-0, but that's not a way to get going.
Yeah, that's going to be hard for them to run inside because Creek has made a couple of adjustments now, to that offensive formation of Edison. And on first down, they took Buck Banofsky out of his running that was so successful on their first possession, only gained about a half a yard. Let's call it 2nd and 10. They've got 8 people in the box, George, so, they definitely are, just daring Stevie Moore to put the ball up. They're in man coverage.
In the development of Stevie Moore, is there a perception that once he settles in, he'll be a good throwing quarterback?
Well, I think so. He's got a very good arm. He's very cerebral.
And here he is. That one is over the head, intended for Banofsky, and they're looking at a 3rd and long.
Just the little things, George, like right there, Stevie Moore was running to the sideline instead of running toward the line of scrimmage, to where he should have threatened the corner a little bit more, brought the defender up, and then dumped the ball over his head. But I'll tell you, he's matured a lot since the beginning of the season.
3rd down and 10.
That's a good pattern for him also. It's a little bit of bootleg action. It gets him out there on the corner where he can see a little bit better, and he's not susceptible to that strong rush inside.
Well, they go to the run on 3rd down, and Indian Creek this time flexes a big defensive muscle, and the punt team will come out for the Wildcats. And Edison, it figures to be looking at a defensive stand against good field position.
Here it is right here. They're trying to run that draw again, only to the other side, but everybody from Indian Creek plays pretty well there. And as you can see, number 42, that's Steve Keith, linebacker, is there to make the hit.
Token rush, but the kick is off the side of the foot. Now it takes a bad bounce from Edison's perspective, goes out of bounds at the 36-yard line. And,
George, that's going to be about a 9-yard punt, net of 9 yards. And
so
I tell you, that gives Indian Creek great field position.
The thing that Edison could not afford to do was make really any mistakes.
Right.
This had to be one of those games where they needed to come in here and play almost error-free football.
Absolutely.
And now they're going to need to make some things happen here because you don't want to start falling behind this outfit.
The main thing that Edison had to do was to play error-free and not give up the big play. And they've already given up one when they had Indian Creek third and about 25.
Here is Burge, and he's got a man open. Burge throws, the ball is caught. There is a flag, but I think it's going to be an interference call, and this play will stand for a touchdown. Jeremy Stacy, 36 yards.
That's exactly what it will be, George. It'll be a pass interference call on number 80 for Indian Creek. That's Kevin Pullins. He was face guarding his defender. He was beaten, and he tried to recover. Play action inside. Fake to the running back on a trap play. And Stacy from his wingback position just straight down the middle of the field. There's the interference right there. Stacy makes a good adjustment on the ball, makes the catch, and into the end zone for the score.
Doing the kicking here is Nick Mead. And Mead boots it away. The kick is good. With 10:17 to go in the second period, Indian Creek adds its second score. They lead it 14-6 on the Super Doppler 9000. We'll be back.
Graycon Construction Incorporated, a leader in the construction industry, knows that leaders, like buildings, must be constructed with the support necessary to carry through. That's why Graycon supports the athletic programs involving the young people of the Ohio Valley.
Say you want the best in television. WTOV 9 is the station with more stuff. In the afternoon, it's Days of Our Lives. Rosie. Oprah. News 9 live at 5. Seinfeld. News 9 at 6. Nightly News with Tom Brokaw. Jeopardy. And Wheel of Fortune. WTOV 9, the station with more stuff.
On November 4th, 1997, you will be asked to make a life or death decision.
Jefferson County 911, what is your emergency?
My husband fell off the stepladder, and he's laying on the ground. I can't get him up.
Jefferson County 911, what is your emergency?
On November 4th, vote yes for 911. 3 numbers, 3 letters. That's all you need to remember.
Jefferson County 911, what is your emergency? My house is on fire. What's your address, ma'am? I don't know.
It's a matter of life and death.
Jerry Gus Masonry and Concrete Construction wishes the best of luck to all Monroe County teams. When you want the best in masonry work, call Jerry at 614-483-1109.
Laney Tire in East Springfield wishes the best to all area teams.
Forrester's Nursing Home in Wintersville salutes the players, cheerleaders, band members, and coaches that keep the creek rising. For information on nursing home care, call 264-7788.
Well, Edison came out doing exactly what it wanted to do. They had a 7-minute and 40-second drive to open the football game, Coach, and led 6-0. But Indian Creek now has come back to score 2 touchdowns in 1 minute and 44 seconds. So they don't look explosive with the formations that they run, but they have some big play capability. And you see with 2 quick scores here.
Well, I tell you, they run a lot of play action, and you have to honor their running backs because the running backs are so good. But then at the same time, you got Robbie Burge, who is an excellent running quarterback himself, that once he gets on the perimeter is a threat to either run or throw. I tell you, we talked, George, about what Edison can't do. They can't make mistakes, and they can't give up the big play. On that series, a mistake in the kicking game, and then the big play that really came after that, the long pass.
And the 3 and out, of course, is deadly. Here is Edison on the return, and they will have pretty good field position out to the 33-yard line.
You see what Edison does. They're not that far behind where they have to scrap their game plan. They're still in the ball game. They're only down by 8 points. They need to stick with their game plan, which is to establish the run. Get it to Billy Leak from the tackles to the outside. Buck Benoski inside. Every once in a while, put in a little play action pass and try to dump the ball short to intermediate.
Steve Moore under center. Here comes Leak. Gosney turned that play back to the inside. It's going to be a gain, though, of about 3 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 7.
And again, a good block by Buck Benoski out here on the corner. Billy maybe ran it a little bit too wide. He probably should have cut it, boom, right here, and got his shoulder squared up a little more to the line of scrimmage, but nevertheless makes a couple nice moves. It's a gain of about 4. It's a win on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Gosney is a moose-like fixture in this Indian Creek defense at 6'5", 230 pounds. And as
he's the free safety.
Yeah, well, as I pointed out, there are some major colleges that are taking a long, hard look at that young fella. Here is Leak trying to, good block to the 50, the 45. Nice cut back, and he is finally taken out of bounds at the 37-yard line. And the Edison fans want a face mask on top of it up here in the press box. But in any event, that's a pretty good effort by Leak.
Great run. Showed some real nice quickness and speed right there. And then again, a good block by Benoski. They're moving their formations around, trying to see, exactly what Edison's going to do. They found a little crack here. Plenty of running room. And I don't think we'll see it from this angle, George.
No.
The face mask that the fans were calling for.
But it is a 1st down for Edison at the Indian Creek 37-yard line. 14-6 Creek. George Kellis and Rich Walensky from Edison. Here is Leak lowering his head and running for some tough yardage inside the 30 down to the 29-yard line, and a gain of about 8. Leak is a very instinctive runner.
I'll tell you, he's been a starter here since he was a sophomore. He gets the ball 20, 30 times a game. And, he does things you don't teach a running back to do, George. You don't teach a running back to do this right here. He's got to feel it. He's got to see it. And, you just go ahead and let him use his eyes and his feet when he gets the ball on that sprint draw.
Well, I like his technique as far as running. Some guys try to run upright with the football, but he runs with very good technique. And Benoski is tripped up.
He was tripped by his own lineman there. I think number 76, Rich Smith, got his feet back there a little bit, and Buck fell over his feet. He's going to be short of the 1st down. It's going to be 3rd and less than a yard.
And they're in a 4-down situation right here.
Well, they have 2 downs to make a half a yard.
Edison trailing 14-6 with 8:10 to go in the 2nd quarter.
Double tight end, split backs. Oh!
Well, you saw what happened. And
he's trying to make a cut and slipped on the turf and lost some yards. So now it's going to be 4th and maybe a little bit more than a yard.
Edison's lucky they didn't lose the football altogether right there. Right. And you see Greg Bain is talking to himself. 4th down a yard.
It's a big play for the Indian Creek defense right here, and a big play especially for the Edison offense. See if they can maintain possession here. Double tight end, wing left, I formation.
Boy, is he good. And he's got a 1st down and a whole lot more. He needed a half a yard, and he got a bunch.
Billy Leak. Common sense as an offensive, coordinator tells you, we don't want to go wide on anything. Let's just go straight at him, make sure that we get the first down. But with Billy Leak, when you put him out there on the perimeter, he's got so many moves and he runs so instinctively. It's almost a given if he can clear, that end defender, that he's going to get the first down.
Gosney got him by the shoelace. Otherwise, Leak might have had a shot at the end zone. First and 10 at the 12 for the Edison Wildcats, who have put up a game fight so far here in the first half. And Leak works the inside again and will cross the 10-yard line.
Jason Taliani, linebacker, in there on a tackle, did a nice job of coming from the backside and closing down and catching Leak from behind after a short gain of about 3. Here it is right here, and you're going to see Taliani, number 34, does a good job of closing down inside. And also number 42, that's Steve Heath on the hit as well. This is where it gets really tough sledding. Down inside the 10-yard line now, 2nd and about 8. Wing right, double tight end.
Leak has nowhere to go as there is a wall of defenders in his face.
They had an end man on that defensive line that went unblocked and was just virtually impossible for Leak to get any movement whatsoever. So he loses about 2. It's going to bring up 3rd and about 9. I couldn't pick out who that defender was, but I think it was a defensive corner that came up. As I'm looking, I'm going to say it's number 36 on the hit there. It's Jeremy McFarland.
Moore with the football, has bootleg room to the outside. Moore score! Number 12, the sophomore Steve Moore. Bootleg right, and he had an escort to the end zone.
And I'll tell you, he had two guys open. He had Bonoski short out of the backfield, and he also had Josh Meyer, the wingback, deep in the end zone along the end line. But he saw a little bit of running room, and right here he's running all the way. No thought of the pass whatsoever. Good blocking all the way down into the end zone, touchdown.
And he never really needed Mark Crow, who was just there in the sidecar as an escort. They got to go for 2, trailing 14-12.
Well, they have 3 quick receivers, fullback, wingback, tight end.
Bootleg left. The throw is caught, and it's 2, I believe. Indeed it is.
Number 87, that's the tight end on that side, T.J. Howell.
We're tied at 14 on the Super Doppler 9000. 5:23 to go in the half.
There's no time like now to plan for your financial future. And your nationwide insurance agent can help with life insurance, annuities, and other solutions for things like college, retirement, whatever the future holds. So call today and have someone on your side for life.
Nationwide is on your side. For all your insurance needs, call Rick Rowland Insurance, 125 Canton Road, Wintersville, 264-3590.
We say yes, yes we can. It's a simple word that everyone understands. We say yes every day. It's a 3-letter.
Hi, I'm Steve Gallardi, President of Advanced Financial Savings Bank.
And I'm Mark DeSantis, Vice President, Branch Manager.
We are pleased to announce the location of our new branch.
Look forward to us in spring 1998 in Wintersville, Ohio.
We are expanding to serve our community better.
At Advanced Financial Savings Bank, we say yes to you.
I switched to Ford because of initially the safety factor.
Ford Windstar is the only minivan to earn a 5-star rating in government crash testing.
Since we were concerned about the safety of the whole family, safety of the driver, we decided to get the one that was rated first.
During Ford Family Days, get Ford Windstar equipped with over 40 standard safety features and $1,500 cash back or financing as low as 2.9%. Hurry to Ford Family Days.
One drive in our Ford Windstar, and I think you want to buy it.
See why the switch is on at your neighborhood Ford dealer.
Mallarny Logging is a 4M pallet company offering sawdust, firewood, and slabs. Mallarny Logging, Bergholtz, owned and operated by Bruce Mallarny. Good luck, cheerleaders, team, and coaches.
Robinson's Collision Center at 472 Canton Road is a full collision repair center and a Honda repair specialist. Major insurance companies welcome, and we're here to help you with your insurance claims.
Look good and play good in jackets and sweatshirts from Monogram Sports, Main Street in Wintersville. Monogramming and silk screening is available. Stop by and see our extensive line of school apparel.
Welcome back to the game of the week. It's Edison over Indian Creek, and the score is now tied on the Super Doppler 9000 scoreboard. In journalism, they always say that the number one rule is to be objective. Well, right now, I can't be objective, and as you may know, that I am the pitcher for Edison's high school softball team. And here with me now is my best friend and catcher, Mr. McConnell, who I think's pretty good.
Well, I think you're good too, Bram, but everything I think we have achieved in the past year, we deserve a great deal.
I think we're going to be pretty tough this year, and I think that we're going to go far. How about you?
Bram, I don't think there's no doubt about it.
Back to you, George.
A confident group of softball. They should be. How far have they gone? They've taken that thing pretty far.
They were in the regional finals last year. One game away from the state finals.
There's a little roller down the middle, juggled and bobbled momentarily, and good coverage. So it's a start from the 32-yard line for Indian Creek. We're tied at 14 here.
Number 14, Jimmy Coleman, and 87, T.J. Howell, who caught that two-point conversion, were on the tackle. But pretty good field position again for Indian Creek, George, outside their own 30-yard line at about the 33. And they're an explosive football team. And it's real important for Edison to come up here with a good defensive effort.
Seeing some autumn attire out here for the first time tonight. Some fur, some earmuffs, gloves, coats. Here's an opening to the outside, up to the 40, and a gain of about 7 yards.
Was number 5, Joey Lucchino, coming back away from their formation. They had, again, that staggered double wing over to the right side, and they came away from that. Pretty good blocking by that offensive line, as you can see. A lot of running room for Lucchino. And number 21, Josh Meyer, had to make the tackle. He's the free safety.
2nd down 2.
Joe Hammock and Stacy on the wing.
Bird's back, throws, and it's incomplete. It'll be a 3rd down. The pass intended for Brian Barrister.
Coverage on a play by Billy Leak, defensive back on this side. The ball was a little bit high. It's going to bring up 3rd and about, say 3.
Talking about the more heavy attire featured here this evening, all except for the Indian Creek, or rather the Edison coaches, who are all wearing, of course, the short sleeves.
Big down here.
And they're not going to get the first down. There's going to be a loss of yardage. And a swarm of guys in black jerseys and silver helmets get after Lucchino in the backfield.
Number 76, Rich Smith, defensive tackle, about a 260-pound defensive tackle, comes off his block and is the first one to make contact. But then number 42 comes up on Joey Lucchino to make sure he doesn't get any further. But a good job by Rich Smith, number 76, defensive tackle.
Well, this is going to wind up as a punt formation, I'm sure. Nick Mead, who does most of the punting chore, kicks it.
Nice high kick.
Does the kicking as well.
Good coverage, good open field tackle by number 34 down there, Jason Taliani. And Jeremiah Dallison on the return, sophomore running back.
14-14 at Edison. 3:42 to go in the half.
There's no time like now to plan for your financial future. And your nationwide insurance agent can help with life insurance, annuities, and other solutions for things like college, retirement, whatever the future holds. So call today and have someone on your side for life.
Nationwide is on your side.
For all your insurance needs, call Dan Daly Insurance, 215 Main Street, Wintersville, 264-3285.
The next time you need physical therapy, choose the best. Physical Therapy Associates. It's more than a hospital for you.
More than a hospital for you.
Owning a home can provide more than just security for your family. It can send you here or get you there in one of these. All you have to do is talk to Citizens about a personally designed home equity loan. You'll soon discover that the easiest way to get from here to there is to go right back where you started, your home. The Citizens Banking Company, not your ordinary bank.
Apple Radiator and Air Conditioning, the area's only AAA approved repair facility, now offering 24-hour towing and road service, serving the tri-state area for over 15 years. Treat that special person to their very own picture cake, perfect for any occasion. It's sweet art, and it's only at Gus's Goodies.
The Hillsborough Tavern, McClister Avenue, Mingo. Stop in before or after the ball game. Famous fish every day. Daily luncheon and dinner specials.
Excuse me. Your chain looks a little bit dry. And your handlebars are a little bit out of line, too.
Chrysler Corporation's best dealers, as judged by their customers, are called five-star dealers. And while you can't always tell when a kid's going to grow up to be one, sometimes you can.
I'll have you in and out of here in a half-hour tops.
Think about it. 80 years, same family, lower prices, better service. De novo.
14-14 on the Super Doppler 9000. Here's Leak turning the corner at the 30. Gets about 4 yards out of the play, strictly on his elusiveness. He runs right at a defender and then is so quick that he can change direction and the defender cannot recover. And you saw good instances of that right here. Watch him. He'll run right at the defender and then around him.
I tell you, this is a good defensive play right here by number 12 for Indian Creek. That's Chad Vanderborn, 6'4", 185, does a good job of coming up on the hit. It's a gain of about 5. It'll bring up 2nd and 5.
Banofsky, the up back.
Short yardage over that left side. Down on the bottom, number 42 for Indian Creek. That's Steve Heath, one of the linebackers. Indian Creek's linebackers are very, very active. They have some really good athletes at that position. When you start looking down the line, there's Jeremy McFarland, an outside backer, and then you have Boyock inside with Telliani also inside. And on the outside, you have Joe Hammock as an outside backer.
3rd down and 3. The option left to pitch to Leak. Leak is cut down, and it looked like he had a head of steam going right there, and that was good defense on the outside to prevent Leak from getting the 1st down.
Justin Gosney, and that's the way you got to play the option, George. He comes from his free safety position, comes up inside out after the pitch is made. Good pitch right there by Stevie Moore. But there he is right there, unblocked, makes a big tackle. Is going to bring up 4th and just about a yard. Another big decision here, and it looks like they're going to go for it.
Well, there's a minute 40 to go in the half.
They're going to call timeout, and they're going to talk about it before they make a decision here.
4th down, about 2 feet to go. This is the same situation they had earlier. And it's one thing if you got a yard and a half. It's another thing if that thing is as close as it is. And you really got to take a long, hard look at that. Sunday, here's what we have coming up on WTOV TV 9. Bill Cower at 8:30, along with your cup of coffee before you get to church. Then we have the girls' championship OVAC soccer game between Wheeling Park and Brook. That will be at 9:30. Jacksonville at Dallas. That will be Sunday at 1 o'clock. And the Steelers, that's not correct. Steelers already tried Dallas in the opening week, but that'll be the Steelers at the Bungles at 4. Pittsburgh favored by about 5.5 points in that one. World Series, we got all kind of action for you. Cleveland, Florida. That'll be Sunday evening. And don't forget now, if you missed any of the above, then you get Sports Sunday with Dawn Sloan, who will have in-depth highlights of everything across the board in sports from this weekend. Here comes Edison out of the huddle on a 4th down and short. 1:40 to go in the half. We're tied at 14. I think
it all depends on the spot, George. I tell you, this is going to be close. This is going to be close.
He might. And
Mike got it.
Yep. Leak needed 2 feet, and he got about 2.5.
He might have got 2 feet 1 inch.
Yep. So if nothing else, they've kept the ball out of the hands of Indian Creek and have the opportunity to at least go in with a stalemate. You can turn a 48-minute game into a 24-minute game. It changes things rather radically.
But I tell you, this half has really gone fast.
Deep drop by Moore. They try to set up the screen, and they do just that with Leak. Leak is racing through the secondary. Leak is still on the move. Leak with a brilliant run all the way to the 38-yard line.
Now Edison has 2 timeouts left, and they got to start thinking about what they're going to do in using them. They have 1 minute. Clock will stop until the chains are set, and then the referee will wind the clock. Here it is right here, and I'll tell you, Indian Creek had this covered really well. They had a guy right out there in the screen. But he overran the ball, and then Leak makes a nice move to the inside. That was number 51 out there on the defense. That was Nick Donzilla, and then good running by Billy Leak, had brought down by number 12.
Vanderborn finally caught up with him. The pass to the outside is incomplete. The intended receiver was Pullins. 44 seconds to go in the half. 2nd down and 10.
Trying to give Kevin Pullins a little bit of room to run. They noticed that the defensive back was playing off of him, trying to run a little quick hitch to Kevin, but did not look the ball all the way into his hands. And as Booker Brooks used to say at Penn State, there is no run without the catch.
That's pretty good stuff.
Yeah.
Pretty good advice from the coach. Yeah.
Always concentrate on catching the ball first.
2nd down, 10. Oh, wow. Here comes Indian Creek the other way, and so much for my theory that they may not get another scoring opportunity. That one was a gutter ball into the hands of Jeremy McFarland.
I tell you, there was a cross-up on the pattern or something, because I think Stevie Moore was expecting his wide receiver, that was number 36, Mike Anderson over there, to run a short stop pattern. And Anderson kept on running a deep pattern, and Moore throws it right into the hands of number 36, Jeremy McFarland. 37 seconds left to go, and Edison cannot afford to let Indian Creek score here.
2 timeouts left for the Creek. They have it 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Here's Burge. Burge, a pump fake, heaves it down the near sideline, and Jeremy Stacy was being covered step for step by Pullins.
Jeremy Stacy tried to run a little out and up pattern, and Burge gave him the pump fake and then went deep, but Pullins stayed with it, did not go for the fake. Pretty good coverage that time, and very, very smartly, Burge threw the ball deep.
Another look at it right here. See the tail end of the heave, and there's the defense, which
that only took 7
tight.
seconds, George. They have twins this side. They have to come over with the linebacker now.
Burge again slings it, intercepted by Edison, and they'll have the ball at their own 35-yard line with 24 seconds to go in the half. And I would be reluctant to force the issue right here. I don't know that Edison will try anything at this point.
Right. Here it is right here. The twins are here. The inside receiver is running a curl pattern to the inside. And right here you can see Robbie Burge overthrows number 12. That's Chad Vanderborn, and a good interception by Kevin Pullins. Returns the favor by intercepting an Indian Creek pass.
Pretty good defensive series for Pullins right there. On a delay, it's Leak. And Leak is short of the 40-yard line as the clock continues to tick under 15.
I don't think that Edison will stop the clock. They're just going to go ahead and let it run out. Take a 14-14 tie into the locker room. Much to the delight of the Edison fans.
So a blowout has certainly not yet materialized.
But I'll tell you, George, this Indian Creek team is a second-half football team, and they can score in bunches.
14-14 at halftime on the Super Doppler 9000 board. We'll be back with the bands.
It's all about knowing the facts. It's all about knowing an attorney that will fight for your rights. It's all about integrity and experience. David J. Scarpone is the attorney with the experience and qualifications to help you with your legal issues, specializing in personal injury, probate, real estate planning for the elderly, and trial litigation. For over 10 years, attorney David J. Scarpone has provided superior legal services to many local businesses and individuals. If you need an attorney, you need attorney David J. Scarpone.
WTOV9 is proud to recognize outstanding students at Steubenville High School. This week we salute Jeffrey Vag, Varsity Football and Key Club, Michelle Corsi, Drama Club and Who's Who Among American High School Students, Rachel Friend, Youth on Fire Bible Club and Who's Who Among American High School Students, Natika Johnson, recipient of Bausch & Lomb Science Award and Who's Who Among American High School Students, Angela Paducas, Varsity Cheerleader and Who's Who Among American High School Students. WTOV9 salutes all the students at Steubenville High School.
Don't talk about it. Do it. Check out Tech. Tech Prep.
Reset the home for you and you. And you.
If you have a taste for delicious Italian cuisine, stop by the Peppino's Italian Restaurant in Wintersville. Good luck area teams this season from your friends at the Peppino's.
We're down here on the field during halftime, down here with the Battle of the Bands, and here with us now is Indian Creek Marching Band.
I got all the feet up.
I can't hear you. Okay. We'll be back with the Edison marching band after these messages.
High-Tash Tractor Sales in the American Honda Motor Company proudly introduces one tough, powerful, affordable off-road vehicle, one that gets great grass mileage, the new Honda Harmony Lawn Tractor. It's amazing how much the experts agree on Honda's quality, performance, innovation, and reliability, especially the lawn care experts, the Honda Masters Lawnmower.
If your home or car is damaged, your nationwide insurance agent will be there, making sure your property is repaired or replaced to your complete satisfaction. That's our Blue Ribbon Claims Guarantee. It's part of every home and auto policy we sell, and it's only from a nationwide agent. Call one today.
Nationwide is on your side.
For all your insurance needs, call Rick Rowland Insurance, 125 Canton Road, Wintersville, 264-3590.
Danoon Lumber Company in Bergholz, Ohio, has been providing all types of hardwood nationally and internationally for over 30 years. We offer high-grade kiln-dried lumber in oak, poplar, and cherry. This 35-day drying process is what makes for a harder, flatter surface. We also have rough-cut dimension lumber in stock for purchase. So for all your lumber needs, big or small, call Danoon Lumber Company at 768-2597. We are cut above the rest.
Good luck, area teams, from Rob Specialties, the place for your screen printing, embroidery, and trophy needs. Visit us at one of our two locations, Scio or Wintersville.
Good luck, area teams, from Tri-State Security, the area source for burglar alarms, fire alarms, and closed-circuit television systems.
Good luck, area teams, from Water Transport, your #1 bottled water company.
We're back again with the second half portion of our halftime. Here on the field now is Edison Marching Band. With the score 14-14 at halftime, we'll be back with the third quarter.
East
Keister Implement Company in Bloomingdale, Ohio, your full-service John Deere dealer, has one of the largest selections of lawn and garden equipment in the area. And when you buy a John Deere rider or walk-behind, you can be sure you're getting the best deal around. Keister Implement also offers free delivery, free setup, and 90 days same as cash. With quality John Deere products and John Deere factory-trained technicians to accommodate your needs after the sale, Keister Implement Company off Route 22 in Bloomingdale, Ohio is your best choice.
If your home or car is damaged, your nationwide insurance agent will be there, making sure your property is repaired or replaced to your complete satisfaction. That's our Blue Ribbon Claims Guarantee. It's part of every home and auto policy we sell, and it's only from a nationwide agent. Call one today.
Nationwide is on your side.
For all your insurance needs, call Dan Daly Insurance, 215 Main Street, Wintersville, 264-3285.
Graycon Construction Incorporated, a leader in the construction industry, knows that leaders, like buildings, must be constructed with the support necessary to carry through. That's why Graycon supports the athletic programs involving the young people of the Ohio Valley.
Laney Tire in East Springfield wishes the best to all area teams.
Forrester's Nursing Home in Wintersville salutes the players, cheerleaders, band members, and coaches that keep the creek rising. For information on nursing home care, call 264-7788.
Mallarny Logging is a 4M pallet company offering sawdust, firewood, and slabs. Mallarny Logging, Bergholz, owned and operated by Bruce Mallarny. Good luck, cheerleaders, team, and coaches.
We have a 14-14 game at halftime. Edison hosting Indian Creek. And for those of you who have been followers of my radio program, tomorrow morning, or this morning, 10 a.m. Well, actually, I got it all fouled up. Monday through Friday, 5 to 7, Saturday mornings, 10 to noon on WWVA AM 1170. Down to the sidelines where Brianne Bendel has a guest.
Hi, thank you, George. As you may have noticed throughout the first half, the football players have the number 55 on the back of their helmet. This is in memory to Jeremy Best, a student of ours that passed away this summer in a car accident. We'd just like to let his family know in regard that Jeremy will be in our hearts forever. Back to you, George.
Well, that was very eloquent.
Certainly was.
And
good job, Bree.
There's not much more that you can add to that. 14-14, and Indian Creek will have the football to open the second half. This is an important possession for both teams. Indian Creek wants to get the lead and seize this matter by the throat, because the longer they keep Edison in the game, the more confident Edison becomes. On the other side of the coin, it's I think imperative. Maybe that's a little strong, but it's important for Edison from its perspective to prevent Indian Creek from seizing the matter by the throat right here. And the longer they stay in this game, the better their chances will obviously be.
That's right, and Indian Creek is an extremely dangerous second-half team, George. They've been in several ball games where the score was close at halftime and then just exploded in the second half. As you so adroitly pointed out, this is a very, very important possession for both teams. Indian Creek has to take the ball and show that they can move it. Edison has to prove to themselves that they can stop Indian Creek and force them into a punting situation.
Well, the Redskins' efficiency in the second half certainly has to do with their depth and their experience, as it is a senior-dominated football team. This is the second half return and good coverage by Edison at the 25-yard line.
Number 14, down there on the hit, that's Jimmy Coleman.
Lucchino was on the return.
Good special teams play by Edison High School on the opening kickoff of the second half. Indian Creek has the ball just outside their 25-yard line, 1st and 10.
Remember when the school first opened, you made it a point to tell me that everybody would prefer Edison rather than Edison local.
Correct.
And that's stuck in my mind. And every time I ever hear anybody refer to it as Edison local, it bugs me because I think of you. There's a pretty big defensive stand right here on a first down play.
Joey Lucchino running over the right side, George, and big number 83, junior defensive end, Anthony Alagia, on the hit. Anthony has nice size himself, 6'2", 225, and we'll be back for another year.
So a loss of a yard, second down 11. Indian Creek from its own 24-yard line.
Power wing to the left.
The handoff. And there'll be a gain of about 2. 3rd and 8.
Again, Anthony Alagia from his defensive end position was able to get a hand on him, and then David Hendricks, inside linebacker, 11th grader, was there to put the hit on him. And right there you can see Hendricks coming through 2 blocks and is able to get there in pretty good shape, along with number 80, Kevin Poulin. 3rd and 9. This is a big down for Indian Creek, big down for Edison.
Burge will operate out of the shotgun. Low snap, but he manages to handle it. Pass is caught. And good moves. First down and more. Out to the 44-yard line. Jeremy Stacy on the catch and run. First down, Indian Creek.
It's amazing how open Stacy was on that. Was a power set over to the right side. And Stacy running a short out pattern. There he is right there, makes the catch at about the sticks that, where the down marker was, but is able to make some good moves and move it upfield for a first down, a gain of about 20. So it'll be 1st and 10 inside the 45-yard line.
Birch pitches it out again to Stacy. Stacy has 2 men around him, but manages to get ahead to the 48-yard line and a gain of 4.
Billy Shannon, outside linebacker, comes over, puts on the hit. Pretty good job by Kevin Pullins that time after Stacy made the catch. Wasn't fooled, forced him back to the inside. Pursuit came over and made the tackle. Here it is right here, Stacy putting on some moves. Kevin Pullins forces him to the inside, and Hendricks is there. Number 81, Shannon, for the tackle.
This is where Indian Creek has to stand up and make the statement of a champion if they have championship aspirations, and they certainly do. Lucchino, however, is cut down for no gain on this play. And you see a fired-up Mark Crow.
Again, good penetration by number 83. That's Anthony Alagia making good penetration into the backfield. There he is right there, as you can see in the backfield, and Mark Crow coming over from his defensive tackle position along with Richie Smith to make the tackle.
3rd and 6. Burge under some pressure, throws. It's caught, but we'll see where they spot this. It's very close.
Be close. I think he got it, George. Okay, 3rd down efficiency by Indian Creek is very, very good. And this is the second 3rd down that they have converted on.
3rd and long time.
Yeah, and the receivers were wide open. That's the thing that has to concern Coach Bain. Here they're in a short yardage defense, 6 linemen, 2 linebackers. And right here you can see the tight end, number 83, just curls up there in the open area, finds the soft spot. That's Brian Ferrister, makes the catch for the first down.
Indian Creek has advanced the football to the 46 of Edison. First down. There's a penalty marker. Stacy drops the football. I think they may flag Stacy here for turning it upfield before the snap. I think he was moving toward the line of scrimmage. Illegal procedure is the call. They'll back it up 5 yards and make it a first down and 15.
These inside receivers from Indian Creek are open almost consistently, and Coach Bain and his defensive staff are going to have to look at this and make some adjustments, to this. They're pushing off their wide people, and then coming underneath that with a back out of the backfield or a slot back or a twin that is set. So Coach Bain's going to have to make an adjustment to that to try to get a little more help on those short receivers.
Early in the season, Edison did have some difficulties with pass defense, did they not? I know in some of their scrimmages and also against Bel Air. Of course, everybody has.
Well, the Weir High game especially, the Weir High quarterback threw for 5 touchdowns against us.
This is going to be another procedure against Indian Creek, and they have self-destructed on consecutive plays as the mark-off comes back to the Indian Creek 44-yard line, first down and 20. Of course, they have been in some nasty situations and wriggled out of them a couple, 3 times earlier. 8:31 to go in the third quarter. We're tied at 14.
Left side of the offensive line of Indian Creek moved prior to the snap, so it's a procedure penalty, 5 yards. So it's going to bring up first and 20.
Barrister, the man in motion. The inside handoff and blasting ahead. I believe it's Lucchino.
Boy, he is quick, George. He gets to the line of scrimmage so quick. He makes those darting moves once he gets past the line of scrimmage. Very, very good, strong inside runner.
You know, those who would be critical that the Catholic schools get players from other areas, and this is a kid here who left Catholic Central and went to Indian Creek during the off-season, and they were able to add some depth to their roster with some kids that left Central and wound up at Indian Creek. Here is good pursuit to the outside by Edison, and that is Joe Hammock, the ball carrier, but it is a host of tacklers after him.
Short gain. It's still going. Sticks will not move at all. Here it is right here. Hammock trying to get to the outside on some sprint draw action, but pretty good defensive pressure, as you can see. Number 83, Elijah, and 80, Pullins right there from his defensive back position. And this is a key down right here for Edison. Indian Creek has converted twice on third down. See if they can do it for the third time in this drive.
Another third and long. They need 8. Burge is flushed out, gets it off, but they're not going to have the first down. Hammock made the catch, did a good job to get out of the grasp of the initial tackler, and it'll be 4th down and 6.
We'll see if Coach Bornsaglio decides to go for it, and he's already made that decision, and he is. My God, Sam, it's not even 40 degrees, and he's so bundled up over there. It looks like it's 20 degrees below zero.
Well, it's interesting because, again, the Edison coaches are over here as though it's 80, and Sam's like me.
Big down right here.
Wrap him up like a mummy. He'd still feel the chill out here. Here is Burge, and this is a big play for both teams. The pass is batted away, and Edison has held off Indian Creek. Now, what starts to happen here is you're heavily favored. You are in a chase for the playoffs in week number 8, and anxiety could begin to be a problem here for Indian Creek, which expected to have an easier time of things, I'm sure.
Right there, ball is knocked away. I think it was Anthony Elijah. He had a big defensive series on this series that Indian Creek had the ball. I'll tell you, George, Indian Creek had the ball for almost 8 minutes and 1 second. And we're not able to score. And we'll see what Edison can do with it now.
Reminds me of the long, long drive that Edison put together to open the football game, which kind of set a tempo here. We're tied at 14, Indian Creek at Edison. Hope you enjoyed last night's activities, including Sports Friday. We've got a big day of sports ahead, a big weekend of sports here on WTOV TV 9, as always. 2nd down and 6, Edison from its own 46.
Has to be a real positive play for Edison. They don't want to get 3rd and long.
Little counter leak will get 2. Down to the sidelines to Brienne.
Thanks, George. I'm down here with the Edison Wildcat cheerleaders. Guys, the score's 14-14. What do you think?
Oh, don't worry. Our boys been in this situation before.
and they've been pretty pumped. So if they give it all they got, I think they can pull us through, and we're backing them all the way. How about a cheer, girls? Back to you, George.
Now, I just... we have the sideline reporters, of course. We had that last week with the youngster from Buckeye Local. We don't want anybody to think, as this ball is batted in the air, that there is any bias associated with this telecast, even though Coach Walensky's done a brilliant job, I think, of remaining neutral in this game. You have, haven't
I'm trying to be objective, George. I really am. Oh, boy. We're trying to... Stevie Moore's looking for Anderson on the slant right here, and he's got him open, but pretty good defensive play, number 42. Steve Heath, a linebacker, gets his hand up and knocks the ball away. So it's going to put Edison into a punting situation. Jeremiah Dallison, number 19, back in deep punt formation for Edison. He'll be kicking the ball from about his own 35-yard line. Good snap.
And a nice kick. It'll be fair caught. We're going to take a timeout here in Richmond. Your score: Indian Creek 14, Edison 14.
We say yes, yes we can. It's a simple word that everyone understands. We say yes every day. It's a three-letter.
Hi, I'm Steve Gallardi, President of Advanced Financial Savings Bank.
And I'm Mark DeSantis, Vice President and Branch Manager.
We are pleased to announce the location of our new branch.
Look forward to us in spring 1998 in Wintersville, Ohio.
We are expanding to serve our community better.
At Advanced Financial Savings Bank, we say yes to you.
My name's Dot Brooks. I live in Cranberry Township with my family. Where I live is very hilly, windy roads. The Taurus really seems to hug the road and really stays with the road, and I don't feel any slipping and sliding.
During Ford Family Days, get up to $2,000 cash back on the 97 Taurus, which Automobile Magazine reports just may be the best family car ever made. Hurry to Ford Family Days.
I think that I got a really good value for my money with the Ford.
See why the switch is on at your neighborhood Ford dealer.
The Broadway Grill in Steubenville is a casual dining eatery, serving lunches, dinners, and desserts, all in a unique artistic atmosphere. Chef Stephen Piscardo has 7 years experience and enjoys the fine art of cooking. Off the beaten path, only 2 blocks from Sunset Boulevard. The Broadway Grill, 2004 Oregon Avenue, Steubenville, with the best atmosphere in town.
Robinson's Collision Center at 472 Canton Road is a full collision repair center and a Honda repair specialist. Major insurance companies welcome, and we're here to help you with your insurance claims.
Look good and play good in jackets and sweatshirts from Monogram Sports, Main Street in Wintersville. Monogramming and silk screening is available. Stop by and see our extensive line of school apparel.
Don't talk about it. Do it. Check out Tech. Tech Prep.
Indian Creek backed up to its own 21-yard line. Burge throws it. It is incomplete. In and out of the hands of the intended receiver, Vanderborn.
Chad Vanderborn, 6'4",
He's the backup quarterback, too. And
had a step on the defensive back over here. A little bit of play action and then a bootleg back this way to the tight end. You can see Vanderborn right here coming loose. He gets behind Kevin Pullen. Ball is well thrown, and Vanderborn has his hands on it but can't come down with the catch. 2nd and 10.
This probably, and I'm sure Sling and Sam would tell you, has not been the most efficient execution offensively that they've had during the course of this season.
There's that power wing formation to the left. See if they come this way.
Interior linemen now, they get into a three-point stance. Burge again. They pretty much abandon the run. Burge dumps it off. What's this?
That's an ineligible receiver, George. Number 65 made the catch. So that's going to be an ineligible receiver call, and that's also going to be loss of down. But they may refuse the penalty right here and take the play, because that's a loss of about 15. Closer to 10.
I can assure you that that's not how they had that one drawn up on the board.
Really?
They were trying to set up a screen, and the rush was in on Burge a little bit more quickly probably than they had in mind. Burge had no choice either to take the sack, which we haven't had any sacks in our sack for a sack tonight. You can see the pressure.
I'll tell you, that's a penalty, and that's Elijah again. He's having a huge game defensively. And number 54, Potrajak, is on the tackle. And that is a penalty from the spot of the catch and loss of down.
3rd down and a ton. This one's a sliding reception at the 15-yard line, but it's way, way short of anything that works. Again, here's our check for a sack. We haven't had any tonight, but we came in with a $1,900 tab for our friends at Kroger Food and Drug. And for each sack recorded by either team in any of these regular season games on WTOV TV 9, Kroger donates $50 to the OVAC. Well, Indian Creek is back as far as they can go. The kick will come from the goal line area, and the ball will bounce. Takes a nice bounce. There's a penalty marker. So not the ideal special teams right there for Edison. They probably would have been in a better situation had somebody been able to field that ball. They could have been at least in Indian Creek territory. But they will have good field position.
Now, this is going to be an interesting call. We have a holding penalty against Edison. The flag lying at the 30-yard line. Now, it's going to have to be determined, did the hold take place after an exchange or before? Okay, they're going to take the 10-yard penalty. They'll take it back to the line of scrimmage, which is the 15-yard line. They will penalize them 10 yards, and then Indian Creek is going to re-kick.
Wait a minute. This kick is, the penalty is against Edison, is it
correct?
Not? And why then would Indian Creek want a re-kick?
I don't know.
I thought that was a pretty good net yardage out of the thing.
I did too, George. I had the ball at about the 40-yard line. So they're going to do it again. Edison has to be alert, look for the fake.
4th and 17. No, 4th and 7, I'm sorry. Here's the kick, and this one's not as good as the first one. And that's what I'm talking about. Now they've got the ball at the Indian Creek 45-yard line, and Edison comes out of that smelling like a proverbial rose. We are tied at 14 on the Super Doppler 9000. We'll be right back.
The next time you need physical therapy, choose the best. Physical Therapy Associates. It's more than a hospital for you.
More than a hospital for you.
Owning a home can provide more than just security for your family. It can send you here or get you there in one of these. All you have to do is talk to Citizens about a personally designed home equity loan. You'll soon discover that the easiest way to get from here to there is to go right back where you started, your home. The Citizens Banking Company, not your ordinary bank.
Apple Radiator and Air Conditioning, the area's only AAA approved repair facility. Now offering 24-hour towing and road service, serving the tri-state area for over 15 years.
Reset a home for you and you. And you.
If you have a taste for delicious Italian cuisine, stop by the Peppino's Italian Restaurant in Wintersville. Good luck area teams this season from your friends at the Peppino's.
WTOV 9 is proud to recognize outstanding students at Indian Creek High School. This week we salute Christy Lynn Adamski. Tabitha Eschbaugh, Academic Team and Foreign Language Club. Melissa DePietro, Student Council President and Key Club President. Michelle Craig, National Honor Society and Student Council Vice President. Justin Gosney, National Honor Society and Varsity Football Captain. WTOV9 salutes all the students at Indian Creek High School.
It's one of those rare situations we just had where a team that's guilty of holding gains 15 yards of field position. Here's Billy Leak. Leak stiff arms a man at the 45 to 40, the 35 to 30. Billy Leak with a big run on first down, and Edison is alive and well against Indian Creek.
Indian Creek was anticipating that pitch this way. They had two men on the perimeter, but pretty good blocking, and Billy Leak right here makes a real nice cut to the inside, then ducks to the outside right here to get away from that inside pursuit. And watch him run with a little bit of power here too, George.
Win or lose this game, is this a game in which Edison has turned the corner, or at least...
I think these young players maybe have matured in this football game.
Certainly going up against the Titanic 7-0 Indian Creek opponent here tonight, Panofsky, who has not seen a lot of activity on offense since early in the game. Now what do we have?
Talk about an inadvertent whistle. Panofsky came out of there like a seed out of a grape. He just popped right out of there, and the officials blew the play dead, but he ended up the field by about another 8 or 9 yards. It's a gain of 2.
2nd down and 8. Well, here's Edison at the 28-yard line of Indian Creek, and the clock is turning at 3:15 of the third quarter. Mora with Panofsky and Leak flanked behind him. Leak gets the call, cuts it back. Good job to pinch it down that time by the Indian Creek defenders. Gosney involved in the action.
Justin Gosney did a good job right there because Panofsky was coming at him to kick out, and Leak was looking to duck it inside, but he plays off the block very, very well, made the tackle after a gain of about 3 or 4, so it's going to bring up 3rd and about 5 at the 25.
To really put pressure on Indian Creek, Edison needs to get a score and get the lead in this game, because when you lead late in a game against somebody, they start getting real nervous. Leak trying to turn it to the outside. Good job defensively by Vanderborn.
I'll tell you, give credit to Joe Hammock also, because he came up and forced Leak to the outside, and then good defensive play by Chad Vanderborn to come up and make the tackle. Nice cut back here by Leak. He doesn't have anything. Looks back the other way. Right there you can see Hammock is the one that gets a hand on him, but pretty good defensive play right there, as you can see, by number 12.
Chad Vanderborn. Now we've got 4th down and 3 facing Edison here, and the Indian Creek defense digs in. We've got a 14-14 football game. 4th down. I believe the pass was caught amidst all of those bodies.
Anthony
about 5 yards downfield.
Tight end running a crossing route after that fake of the tailback counter. Good for the 1st down inside the 15.
Moore had lots of options right here.
He sure did. He had room to run. They were dropping off to cover Panofsky in the flat, but Moore sees Elijah coming across the middle, makes the catch at the 15 for the 1st down. Inside the 15 at the 14.
Nice touch by Moore, who laid that pass in between about 4 defenders to Elijah. 1st down and 10. Ball at the 14-yard line. This is Leak. Leak slashing inside the 5 and down to about the 2.
That's another 1st down, so it's 1st and goal inside the 5 for Edison. Blast play over the left side. Good blocking by the left side of that line. Here it is right here. Good lead block again by Panofsky. And you can see right here he almost busted into the end zone for the score, but he's down at about the 3.
First and goal, Edison. A minute and counting, third quarter.
Pinoski over the left side, very short yardage.
Big pile.
Close to the goal line. Watch out, that yardage gets really tough in there. All those defensive linemen for Edison staying very, very close to the ground. Just reaching up, trying to grab legs, ankles, anything that they can. So you can see from here, the ball is inside the 1 yard line, second and goal.
20 seconds, the time remaining, third quarter. Second down and goal inside the 1 yard line. Panofsky again, the ball carrier.
Still
Edison wants the signal, but we have seen none yet. It's going to be third down and very, very short as the third quarter has expired. They'll have to bring the football some 100 yards to the other end of the field as we await a verdict on this scoring threat by the Edison Wildcats.
George, I was watching the down marker, and he can't get any closer to that goal line than he is already. So it's really close.
At the end of 3 on the Super Doppler 9000 scoreboard. Well, I'll just tell you, it's 14-14. We'll be back.
It's all about knowing the facts. It's all about knowing an attorney that will fight for your rights. It's all about integrity and experience. David J. Scarpone is the attorney with the experience and qualifications to help you with your legal issues, specializing in personal injury, probate, real estate planning for the elderly, and trial litigation. For over 10 years, attorney David J. Scarpone has provided superior legal services to many local businesses and individuals. If you need an attorney, you need attorney David J. Scarpone.
Valera's ATVs are so rugged, so versatile. We prove that evolution favors those best suited to their environment.
Dr. Peterson and staff wish all the area teams the best of luck.
For all your insurance needs, call Maracino Insurance, conveniently located at 313 Main Street in Wintersville. That's Maracino Insurance at 264-2228.
Good luck, area teams, from Tri-State Security, the area source for burglar alarms, fire alarms, and closed-circuit television systems.
WTOV9's Game of the Week coverage brought to you in part by Steel Valley Sports Medicine, Keister Implement Company, Danoon Lumber, your local Ford dealer, Kroger, attorney David Scarpone, Citizens Banking Company, Rick Rowland, Nationwide Insurance, Dan Daly, Nationwide Insurance, Physical Therapy Associates, Pytash Tractor Sales, and Advanced Financial Savings Bank.
We're back to the game of the week. Edison versus Indian Creek. Score is now tied 14-14. I'm here with the remaining champions of Indian Creek Hellas Crazies. Here we have
Steve Bright, Joe Petrusko, Matt Stabile,
Jimmy Griffin, Brandon Clark.
I tell you what, these guys are whack-o.
I love it.
I haven't seen anything more crazy. Thank you, George.
Yeah, Creek, yeah. That's me. I love those guys. Those guys are going for their second consecutive championship as the Crazies. However, the biggest problem facing Indian Creek right now is a very much aroused Edison Wildcat football team. Is he or isn't he?
No signaling. Now we got a signal.
Touchdown. Well, Coach, who was it? Panofsky?
Panofsky over the right side. I'll tell you, he didn't have a lot of room, but he didn't have a long way to go either. If he got just any movement, it's over the left side. Right there, you can see somebody gets him from the side, but he's able to keep his feet and power it into the end zone for the score.
Edison, which went up 6-0 after the initial drive of the game, has regained the lead for the first time since. The kick is a bullet, but it's good. Then there is a penalty marker thrown, and I think they may have roughed the holder.
I think you're right, George. And that'll be a 15-yard penalty assessed on the kickoff.
Holy mackerel, is this a stunning turn of events? Edison 21, Indian Creek 14. Don't go away.
Once again, the people of the Ohio Valley voted Physical Therapy Associates Best Physical Therapy in the area. We proudly accept the Reader's Choice Award and want to thank you for your confidence in us. When you need physical therapy, wouldn't you rather go to the best? Physical Therapy Associates. It's more than a hospital.
More than a hospital for you.
Danoon Lumber Company in Bergholz, Ohio has been providing all types of hardwood nationally and internationally for over 30 years. We offer high-grade kiln-dried lumber in oak, poplar, and cherry. This 35-day drying process is what makes for a harder, flatter surface. We also have rough-cut dimension lumber in stock for purchase. So for all your lumber needs, big or small, call Danoon Lumber Company at 768-2597. We are cut above the rest.
Laney Tire in East Springfield wishes the best to all area teams.
Forrester's Nursing Home in Wintersville salutes the players, cheerleaders, band members, and coaches that keep the creek rising. For information on nursing home care, call 264-7788. Jerry Gus Masonry and Concrete Construction wishes the best of luck to all Monroe County teams. When you want the best in masonry work, call Jerry at 614-483-1109.
Graycon Construction Incorporated, a leader in the construction industry, knows that leaders, like buildings, must be constructed with the support necessary to carry through. That's why Graycon supports the athletic programs involving the young people of the Ohio Valley.
Heavy.
Well, Edison, which has not had a whole lot to cheer about in 1997, is starting to get it whipped up here tonight. They lead 21-14 with 11:53 to go in the football game. And, well, Indian Creek's one of their toughest games. They've had a couple of tough ones. The Weirton game was a tough one, certainly, but they had a test early in the season from Buckeye Local, a game which they did not gain control until the latter stages. And Edison is certainly forcing Indian Creek to prove their mettle here tonight. You see the mark off now. This is real nasty stuff for the Creek. They got the tee back, and now they got to bring it all the way up here for the running into the
holder.
Holder, right? Yeah. The kick off will be in Indian Creek territory at the 45-yard line.
Jeremiah Dallison will do the kicking for Edison. And, of course, deep for Indian Creek is number 5. That's Joe Lucchino, and
Yeah, what do you do
17,
here, Coach? Do you
Jeremy Stacy.
Do you try to kick it deep and take the risk of the return, or do you boot it safely in between people and hope just to get them pinned back to about the 15 or 20?
I would do the latter, George. I try to line drive, kick it, keep it on the ground, and keep them down inside the 20.
Instead, it's a little beer can special that is out of bounds, and it'll come back out to the 35-yard line. So that is a net of 10 yards, and is the worst, well, not the worst possible scenario for us.
Well, one of the worst, I'll tell you. One of the worst.
Well, if Indian Creek gets a big return, on that, then that is the worst thing that happens for Edison. I look at it this way. Indian Creek has got the ball at their own 35-yard line, and they've got 65 yards of real estate to cover here, trailing 21-14. And let's see if they can strap it up and come right back.
But they've got the kids that they can get all of that in one play. And that's the thing that Edison has to guard against. With Lucchino, with Stacy, they have number 10, Justin Gosney, in there now as a wide receiver. Hammock in there as a wingback. So they've got kids that can go the distance.
I love this game. This is just a terrific battle of county rivals right here. They've kept us entertained. But on a first down play, Jeremy Stacy over the 40 and up to the 44-yard line, and a gain of about 9 yards on the play as we go down to Breanne Bendel.
Hi, George. I'm back here. We just a couple minutes ago left the Indian Creek. Crazy. House was crazy. Down here at Edison, we got a few of our own. What do you think? I think we got a little crazy here starting at a young age. Got that for sure. Back to you, George.
I got to get me one of those T-shirts. Whoever that fuzzy-headed guy is, I like that guy. 2nd down and 2. Here is Lucchino into Edison territory to the 45 and first down.
All year, that's one of the weaknesses that Edison has had is their defense on the perimeter. Their outside linebackers have had a problem, containing the run and coming up and making the tackle. And here you can see Lucchino runs through a couple tackles. Young inside linebackers for Edison, George. They're learning as they go along, but they've got to pick it up right here. This defensive unit has to pick it up on this series.
11 minutes to go in the game. Here is the pitch back. And the advance is inside the Edison 40. And a couple of Creek players are getting up a little bit slowly. Jeremy Stacy, the ball carrier.
Number 79, we don't have a 79, but it's number 59 for Indian Creek, getting it up a little slowly. It's John Shruba, offensive right tackle. Here's this power formation. They have an end over. See if they come again to the unbalanced side. Inside trap.
Yep, you could put that whole formation they had right there into a minivan. Stacy inside the 35 and down to the 34-yard line. That's good for a first down, and Indian Creek has responded in a hurry. Still got 10 minutes plus to go in this game, and the Redskins have started to methodically move it against the Edison defenders.
Right here, inside trap. Here's the slot formation again, the end over. Pitch to Stacy.
Stacy still making some moves inside the 30 and down to the 28.
Pretty good defense that time by Edison's defensive end, number 83, Anthony Elijah, took on that lead back and sort of made Stacy bounce it to the outside, but with his athleticism, he was able to make a couple moves and get it upfield for a gain of about 7. It'll bring up 2nd and 3.
Timeout on the field. Greg Bain wants to chat with his defenders. It is Edison 21, Indian Creek 14. Redskins will be driving when we return.
We say yes, yes we can. It's a simple word that everyone understands. We say yes every day. It's a 3-letter.
Hi, I'm Steve Gallardi, President of Advanced Financial Savings Bank.
And I'm Mark DeSantis, Vice President and Branch Manager.
We are pleased to announce the location of our new branch.
Look forward to us in spring 1998 in Wintersville, Ohio.
We are expanding to serve our community better.
At Advanced Financial Savings Bank, we say yes to you.
The Frank & Son Auto Body, our unibody repair specialist, collision specialist. We have oven-baked paint room, precision color matching, and we have quality work at reasonable prices.
Treat that special person to their very own picture cake. Perfect for any occasion. It's sweet art, and it's only at Gus's Goodies.
For all your insurance needs, call Maracino Insurance, conveniently located at 313 Main Street in Wintersville. That's Maracino Insurance at 264-2228.
I switched to Ford because initially the safety factor.
Ford Windstar is the only minivan to earn a 5-star rating in government crash testing.
Since we were concerned about the safety of the whole family, safety of the driver, we decided to get the one that was rated first.
During Ford Family Days, get Ford Windstar equipped with over 40 standard safety features and $1,500 cash back or financing as low as 2.9%. Hurry to Ford Family Days.
One drive in our Ford Windstar, and I think you want to buy it.
See why the switch is on at your neighborhood Ford dealer.
Well, some young crazies, if their parents see him like that, they're going to kill him.
Especially when they have to take him to the doctor's office next week. Oh, boy. 2nd down and 3. Indian Creek at the Edison 27-yard line. It is a new rivalry, as obviously these two schools have been in existence just a short period of time in the 90s, but what kind of a rivalry is developing here?
Well, George, this goes back all the way to the days of Wintersville and Jefferson Union, really. So even though the rivalry may involve new names, it's still...
Oh, good defense right there by the middle of the Edison front wall as they push that back.
Even though they're new names, it's still an old rivalry. And, to be quite honest with you, these two teams really don't like each other very much. Great play that time by number 76. I think that was Richie Smith on the hit.
Yep.
It's a loss of maybe 1. It's going to bring up now 3rd and about 5. Power formation this way. Inside trap.
Stacy is calf roped and thrown to the ground.
Number 81 for Edison, that's Billy Shannon, outside linebacker, made a nice stop right there. Got some help from the inside linebacker as well. You're going to see it right here. That's the play that they ran so successfully earlier. And, of course, number 75 you see coming from his defensive left tackle, Mark Crow. Short gain, 4th and 4.
8.5 minutes and counting. Edison 21, Indian Creek 14.
Unbalanced this way with a wing and a slot.
Burge throws. It's caught. The 20 to 15 to 10. Stacy is out of bounds near the goal line. A big 4th down conversion on 4th and 4. Burge gets the pass off. It looked like one of the defenders had good coverage, almost swatted the ball out of the air, but here's another look.
It's a pretty good rush right here, too, but sets up in a pocket, throws a perfect strike right there to Stacy. Number 21 coming over to try to knock it away. It's Josh Meyer, and Stacy's down the sideline right here. Kevin Poulins does a good job of keeping him from getting into the end zone, but it's 1st and goal from inside the 5 for Indian Creek.
They're actually at the 2-yard line with a full house backfield. Burge keeps it. And I think he's got a touchdown. So he does. Well, you call it a game of inches. That last pass was almost tipped away, but a good job by Stacy to make the catch and take it all the way down to the 2-yard line. And then finally, it is Indian Creek's quarterback, Robbie Burge, with a 2-yard touchdown carry.
Burge saw the crack right up the middle. That time Edison was in a goal line defense, a 6-2 goal line defense, and Burge saw it up the middle, took it in for the score, and now the important conversion kick.
For the tie. And it is good. 8:09 to play in the football game. We're tied at 21.
From WTOV TV, this is News 9 now.
Hi, I'm Donna Irvin, and here's what's making news this hour. Hundreds of Star Trek fans land in the Ohio Valley for the weekend convention at St. John Arena. Now, the Trekkies are coming from across the country and beaming in to the city of Steubenville. More than 2,500 tickets have been sold, and local hotels are booked solid through the weekend. We'll have more news later on your 24-hour news and weather station.
Owning a home can provide more than just security for your family. It can send you here or get you there in one of these. All you have to do is talk to Citizens about a personally designed home equity loan. You'll soon discover that the easiest way to get from here to there is to go right back where you started, your home. The Citizens Banking Company, not your ordinary bank.
Good luck, area teams, from Rob Specialties, the place for your screen printing, embroidery, and trophy needs. Visit us at one of our 2 locations, Scio or Wintersville.
Dr. Peterson and staff wish all the area teams the best of luck. Apple Radiator and Air Conditioning, the area's only AAA approved repair facility, now offering 24-hour towing and road service, serving the tri-state area for over 15 years.
WTOV9's Game of the Week coverage brought to you in part by Steel Valley Sports Medicine, Keister Implement Company, Danoon Lumber, your local Ford dealer, Kroger, Attorney David Scarpone, Citizens Banking Company, Rick Rowland, Nationwide Insurance, Dan Daly, Nationwide Insurance, Physical Therapy Associates, Pytash Tractor Sales, and Advanced Financial Savings Bank.
Eight minutes, 9 seconds to go here in Richmond. Indian Creek and Edison knotted at 21. A look at the Edison bench area. Wildcats will get the football.
That's T.J. Howell, number 87, getting his ankle wrapped. Has one of those inflatable braces on his left ankle. Here we go on the kickoff. Important for Edison to get some decent field position.
And they've got a chance at that, except now they don't. They'll have to start from their own 21-yard line.
Jimmy Coleman on the reception couldn't get a hold of it, but did the smart thing. Once he started to lose it, he just went down with it and made sure that he had the ball. So Edison will take over 1st and 10 after the kickoff at their own 22-yard line. They have to stay with their game plan, George. Run the ball. Bonoski inside, Billy Leak to the outside. Mix it up with the little play-action passes here and there. But it's so very, very important for Edison to move the ball out of their own territory here.
Leak will certainly be a big element in things. Gets about 3 yards on a first down play. It'll be 2nd down and 7.
And he was looking for the cutback, but Nick Donzilla, the outside linebacker, did a good job of staying home, took a good angle to the ball, and was able to make the tackle. Here it is right here. You can see, looks like he has a little bit of room to run, but Donzilla does a good job of catching it from behind. It's a gain of about 3. Will bring up 2nd and 7. Don't want to be in 3rd and long. Edison does not want to be in 3rd and long.
Quarterback keeper, and it's Moore. And
Steve
here,
Moore running the option. He did the right thing. You know, you always tell the quarterback, if you're not sure, you keep. Do not pitch the ball. So that time he kept it, ducked up inside, picked up about 3. It's going to bring up 3rd and about 5.
Perhaps a defining moment in this football game. 7 minutes and counting. 21-21. Edison with the ball at its own 27-yard line. 3rd and a long 4. Incomplete as Indian Creek comes up with a big defensive effort. and Edison will have to kick. Indian Creek should get good field position.
I don't think he would have had the first down, even if he would have caught it, George. It was excellent coverage by number 34, Jason Taliani, the inside linebacker. Was not fooled by the fake, picked up Benoski as he was coming out of the backfield. And Stevie Moore tried to get it in there, tried to lay the ball there, but wouldn't have made any difference if he would have caught it. He would have been short of the first down. 4th and 5. Dellison really's got to get one off right here.
He kicks it high, probably not returnable, and goes out of bounds at the 46-yard line. 1st and 10, Indian Creek at its own 46. When we return, it's 21-21 with 6.5 minutes to play.
The next time you need physical therapy, choose the best. Physical Therapy Associates. It's more than a hospital for you.
More than a hospital for you.
Look good and play good in jackets and sweatshirts from Monogram Sports, Main Street in Wintersville. Monogramming and silk screening is available. Stop by and see our extensive line of school apparel.
Rich Gallardi Ford, the only Ford dealer in the Ohio Valley to win the North American Customer Excellence Award, would like to remind everyone that there are no losers in scholastic sports. Good luck, area teams, from Rich Gallardi Ford.
Mallarny Logging is a 4M pallet company offering sawdust, firewood, and slabs. Mallarny Logging, Bergholtz, owned and operated by Bruce Mallarny. Good luck, cheerleaders, team, and coaches.
Robinson's Collision Center at 472 Canton Road is a full collision repair center and a Honda repair specialist. Major insurance companies welcome, and we're here to help you with your insurance claims.
Good luck, area teams, from Water Transport, your #1 bottled water company.
Good luck, area teams. Stop by and visit us at the Quattrone Agency for all of your insurance needs. Auto, home, life, health, business, and investments.
WTOV9 is proud to recognize outstanding students at Steubenville High School. This week we salute Jeffrey Vag, Varsity Football and Key Club, Michelle Corsi, Drama Club and Who's Who among American high school students, Rachel Friend, Youth on Fire Bible Club and Who's Who among American high school students, Natika Johnson, recipient of Bausch & Lomb Science Award and Who's Who among American high school students, Angela Paducas, Varsity Cheerleader and Who's Who among American high school students. WTOV9 salutes all the students at Steubenville High School.
Well, the fans have started to kick it up and are making a lot of noise here at this point. And there's the keeper right away. A first down carry by Robbie Burge to the 41-yard line of Edison. And that's the play he ran in for a touchdown, was just to run right ahead on the snap. And there is no one at home there to stop that.
Tackles are aligned a little bit too wide. Linebackers are out a little bit too wide. When Burge sees it, he just takes it up the middle. That time enough for the first down. He picks up about 12 yards. It's 1st and 10, right outside the 40-yard line of Edison.
Overtime is a possibility. Unless somebody catches up with Stacy, Edison is in trouble. He's to the 20-yard line and another first down, Jeremy Stacy.
That time Edison was shifted over to the formation. They came back away from it. Here's the trap, as you can see right here. A big opening and big hole for Stacy right here. Billy Leak missed the tackle, but watch him recover and get Stacy from behind. But it's still a first down for Indian Creek at the Edison 20, 1st and 10.
They've advanced the football 34 yards on 2 plays.
It's unbalanced end over. I'll tell you, Edison is outflanked that way.
Running straight ahead on a dive to the 15-yard line and a gain of about 5 or 6.
Indian Creek in no hurry right here. They're going to milk the clock as much as they can. There's just a little over 5 minutes left. This is Lucchino on just a little lead play out of a wing formation. Gets it up inside for a good gain of about 8. It's going to bring up 2nd and 2.
Indian Creek at the 13 of Edison. Lucchino, a first down inside the 10.
It's imperative for Edison to come up with a big defensive play, a play for a loss, a fumble, something right now to give their defense a little bit of confidence, a little spark, because I'll tell you right now, momentum has really shifted to the Indian Creek Redskins. Power I formation, double tight end.
First
Shift
and
it
goal.
over to the right, see if they come to the right side.
First and goal at the 7-yard line. Stacy bounces off inside the 5-yard line, and he is tackled at about the 4.
Pretty good job by the left side of the Edison defensive line, but Stacy was able to bounce off the pile and find a little opening to his left. Here it is right here. That's where the opening is. And he's able to get up near the 5-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 5. Double wing formation, one back. Lucchino over the left side.
Lucchino is tripped up in the backfield.
Big
And
play
a nice
by number
defensive
81.
play.
Billy Shannon, the outside linebacker, came through untouched. Got to Lucchino just as a handoff. A loss of about 4 or 5. It's going to bring up 3rd and goal from about the 7.
Would Billy be related to Ernie, who was a good player last year?
Yes, he is. 3rd and goal.
21-21. 3rd down and goal. Birds rolling out. Throws. It's a